Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hijrinia Kusemaning Ayu with ID number A121-22132. So today I want to present the result of identify a case that have been given by Sir Mukrim. So without further ado, let's get to the case. So what is the case about? So the case is about students have low motivation in studying English. And then the question is, first, what are the contributing factors that make students have low motivation in studying English? And the second question is, what teachers should do to enhance student motivation in learning English? So basically, there are two factors that contributing in student motivation to learn English. The first is intrinsic motivation, and the second is extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation is the act of doing something without pressure to do it. Intrinsic motivation comes from our intention. It's like we're reading a book. So we read a book because we like the plot of the book, or we enjoy to read the book, or maybe because we love the plot of the book, or we love the character of the book, or maybe because we feel curious about the story of the book. This low intrinsic motivation of student can cause of several factors, such as the first one is student may not understand the importance of learning English, so they may not see the relevance of the language to their personal or professional goals, making it difficult for them to engage in the learning process. And the second one is student struggle in learning English or lack of vocabulary and limited time available. So these factors can cause because maybe student they didn't apply an English conversation in everyday life or in everyday conversation, so they may think it's too difficult to learn English. And the third is factors such as curriculum setting, teacher's method, and the teachers and student relationship. So this can influence student motivation. Negative experience in this area can lead to a lack of intrinsic motivation also. Now we're moving on to the extrinsic motivation. And from the data I got, they also revealed the three major extrinsic motivation in learning English. So extrinsic motivations refers to a desire to do something that comes from outside oneself and often driven by potential rewards or punishment. For the example is including doing something for gain promoting or to win a competition and to earn a good grade. But in learning English, it can include English good grade for exam and social encouragement and the traveling to studying abroad. Some of the people cannot deny that they studying English because they want to study abroad or they want to go travel around the world. Furthermore, social encouragement given by the surrounding is also an important factor. The why people want to learn English. And the last one is the important factors that cannot be ignored is from their parents that push the student to learn English. So they want their children to achieve their goals to go study abroad or gain a good grade in high school or in school. Then, what teachers should do to enhance the student motivation in learning English? I have several points here. I will explain one by one. The first one is incorporate enjoyable activities and materials that keep the intrinsic motivation of student alive. So this can include reading books, watching movies, or listening to music, or engaging in conversations with native speakers that make the study or the learning process is more enjoyable for students so they can love to learn English by their own pace or their own intrinsic motivation. And the second is help students develop self-motivation. So this can uh, build student confidence by giving a positive feedback to them. Then receiving positive feedback can boost their confidence, so which is crucial for language learning. And the next point is still related to the previous point I have explained. Is about foster a supportive and inclusive classroom atmosphere. A supportive and inclusive learning environment can contribute to a student's mental well-being by providing a safe space where they feel comfortable to sharing their thoughts or their ideas to a teachers. And can build a good relationship between student and the teachers, so can lead to the better communication where students feel comfortable to expressing themselves and making mistakes. And the last point is use rewards and grades or external pressures to celebrating small things they make. Rewards and grades can help students to set and achieve specific learning goals, which can help them to focus and motivate throughout the learning process. This can encourage students to put more efforts for work harder to achieve their goals. So the conclusion of this case is student intrinsic and extrinsic motivation in learning English is that both types of motivation play a crucial role in promoting their success in learning. It Intrinsic motivation fosters engagement and apply what has been learned, while extrinsic motivation can be effective in getting students to complete tasks or behave in certain ways. A balance between intrinsic and extrinsic motivation may be the most effective approach in education, as both types of motivation can contribute to student learning and success in a different way. So that's all I can say. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you in the next video.